Good morning to our beautiful, blessed families, our brothers and sisters from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Also, joining us this Sunday are our dear family members from Japan, Ohayo gozaimasu, from Korea, annyeonghaseyo, America, good morning, and some other countries, a pleasant and beautiful, wonderful Sunday morning to all of you. Welcome to our Sunday family service. Today is the 28th day of the month of March, year 2021. Also in the heavenly calendar, we are in the 9th year of Chunilguk, in the 16th day of February. To start our Sunday service, let us have a moment of silence and let us meditate the words of our true parents. No one can go to the ideal world without going through the true parents. They give you rebirth. You are born again. You can be reborn through the substantial true parents. Yet, can't you reach that position? The way for you to survive is through uniting with true parents and achieving national restoration. In order to do this, you must fulfill your responsibilities as tribal messiah. Adieu. Now, let us all stand and sing our Chunilguk anthem. Brothers and sisters, to lead to us the Kyungbe to our heavenly parents and true parents, and the recitation of the family pledge number 7, and the meaning of the family pledge, may we call on our speaker, Reverend Jaime Vergara.
Good morning, elders, leaders, Chimbo families, the central families, brothers and sisters, our second generation. Today, the 16th day of the second month, the ninth year of Chinuguk. To begin, let us first offer our Hyungbe to Heavenly Parent, to our true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. Chunjin Champomo님께 Hyungbe 바로 Family Pledge number 7. Our family, the honor of Chunuguk, pledges through living for the sake of others to perfect a world based on the culture of heart, which is rooted in the original lineage by centering on true love. Meaning of Family Pledge number 7. If we inherit the original lineage centered on Heavenly Parent, the original culture of heart arises. Culture is linked through history. The culture of heart should be a network of the family, society, nation, and world. Be a person who lives for the sake of others. The ones who live for the sake of others, centering on true love, are welcome day or night, wherever they go in the cosmos. The coming future world is the world of the new culture of heart and the culture based on the true family, where Heavenly Parent, human beings, and all things live in harmony. It is the world of interdependence, mutual prosperity, and universally shared values in which people live for the sake of others in true love and live together in harmony and cooperation.
Thank you very much for leading us to Kyongbe and recitation of the Family Pledge, our Reverend Jaime Vergara, our HTMA Asia Director. Moving on, for the opening prayer, may I call on the provincial leader of the province of Palawan, Mr. Joel N. Concepcion.
Good morning, brothers and sisters, leaders, and all blessed families all over the world. So please join me in my prayer. Thou most heavenly parents, our victorious true parents, thank you so much once again for this morning, and thank you so much for this opportunity that we have to gather once again for this Sunday service. And before anything else, I would like to pray, Father, for the good health of our beloved true mother, for really leading the providence at this time, or really sacrifice herself, Father, to fulfill, Father, your dream here in this physical world, to establish the kingdom, Father, here in this physical world. Thank you so much once again for all the good health and good life as we receive once again for this day with our leaders, brothers and sisters, and all blessed families all over the world. We pray, Father, once again, that we can really moving forward, Father, doing our portion of responsibilities and fulfilling this kind of responsibilities, Father, to spread out, Father, your principle so that all the people, Father, can really awaken and really understand your plan, Father, to really unite and really bring peace, Father, in this world. We pray, Father, once again, that through unity with our brothers and sisters can really make a possible difference to really make this world to really hope for the future, Father. Father, we would like to ask forgiveness also for all our limitations, our mistakes, Father, in our daily life. But Father, because of your unlimited love, we can moving forward, Father, to really fulfill our mission, Father. Once again, Father, we would like to pray that bless and use our speaker today, our Reverend Jaime Vergara, who really give this message. And through this message, Father, that our brothers and sisters can really inspire. And through these words, Father, can really give us a power and energy to really share to other people, Father, and really multiply this blessing, Father, that you give to each every one of us. Father, thank you so much once again for all your guidance to really giving us a chance always to do the activities that we have in this era, that through this activity and events that we have can really inspire many people, Father, and really join with us and really uh, uh, understand, Father, your dream, Father, to really fulfill your will and desire here in this physical world. Once again, Father, thank you so much for everything, for all the blessing and opportunity that you given to each every one of us. And all this, I pray and report in our name, Joel and Coach Concepcion, bless entire family. Adieu.
Adieu. Thank you very much for that very artistic report or prayer to heavenly parents and true parents. For this lecture, for the scriptural reading to be read to us by one of our second generation, Miss Irie Carias.
Good morning, our dear leaders, elders, brothers, and sisters. Our scriptural reading for today is from the book of John Song-gyong, Book 9, Home Church and the Tribal Messiah, Chapter 2, The Tribal Messiah, Section 1, The Declaration of Tribal Messiahship. The meaning of and standard for the proclamation of tribal messiahship. Now is the time to make the final proclamation centered on the tribe. In order to lead such a work, I have to set absolute conditions of victory, taking a single direction, same in heaven and on earth, representing all peoples and all nations. Without doing so, I cannot enter the nation, gather all the tribes, and make the proclamation for the final liberation in accordance with the laws of public righteousness. Based on this condition, if you command, Satan, be gone, your ancestors can come into and serve as the head of your family. Changes will come. Pray like this. Our family loves heaven. Thus, we are willing to sacrifice conjugal love, our love for our children, and all our possessions. Representing our tribe, we are willing to make our entire family a sacrificial offering. As heaven's family, we are raising our tribe in offering in order to accomplish the liberation of our people. So please accept our offering. Such a prayer will be received. For the sake of the liberation of these people, the unification family needs to determine to be the sacrificial offering to heaven on the family level. I placed blessed families as tribal messiahs and set the standard of perfection for 3 generations of ancestors: Jesus, blessed families, and Adam. Thus, we can enter the environment in which we can freely embrace the people of the earth. This is why I proclaimed tribal messiahship. This is good news in God's providence. This is the last days of human history when the day of liberation will come. The unification of North and South Korea will not occur just by itself. It is possible only when all of this is woven together. Once the family level and the tribal level are brought together, they will link to the national level. Then the unification church and the government should be one. Adieu.
Adieu. Thank you very much, Sister Irie, for the scriptural reading. Now, let us all watch our weekly news report from the HJ Global News of IP's TV.
Hello dear members and welcome to another edition of HJ Global News. In keeping with her concern to establish the new Sunday service culture for the Heavenly Parents Holy Community, True Mother presided over the special Service of Hope for Japan Sub-Region 5 on Sunday, March 21st. Long before that, she held a special meeting with the committee promoting the construction of the Cheonwon-gung, whose main installation ceremony will be next month. In this edition of HJ Global News, we will look in detail at these two events and conclude with some reports of activities conducted by members around the world. The culture and tradition of the Heavenly Parents Holy Community continues to grow step by step in this era of the establishment of Cheonwon-gung. True Mother is thus establishing a Sunday service culture which emphasizes the heart of filial piety towards heaven. To this end, she presided over the Japan Sub-Region 5 Service of Hope on March 21st. The service was attended by nearly 10,000 UPF members and peace ambassadors from all 10 districts and 25 churches of Japan Sub-Region 5. Through Peace Link live broadcast, the service recorded nearly 80,000 views. The service began with the moving testimony of Tsuchida family who gave birth to 12 children and offered aid for adoption to couples who could not bear children. It continued with an inspiring account by a Muslim member who was able to receive true parents through a prophecy from the Prophet Muhammad. This was followed by a video of True Mother's visit to Japan and a remake of the song The Spring Girl. In his sermon, Reverend Park Jong-pi, leader of Japan Sub-Region 5, spoke of the arrival of the providential spring, calling on all members to shed old habits, urging them to reunite with True Mother in order to lead a fruitful life.
저희들은 하늘 부모님 성의 아래 이곳 규슈에서부터 북해대에 이르기까지 섭리의 최전선에 서서 승전보를 말아 올려서 반드시 승리를 봉헌해 올리겠습니다.
True Mother, who saw the members reiterate their fervent determination to her, spoke words of blessing, calling them to inherit the spirit of the daffodils.
사랑하는 통일가의 축복가정 식구 여러분, 특히 오늘 5지구가 일체가 되어서 드린 예배, 특히 섭리의 봄을 맞아 결단하는 박종필 지구장의 설교 말씀에 은혜로웠습니다. 수고 많이 했어요. 나는 수소나를 가장 사랑한다고 얘기했어요. 봄을 맞게 될 때 제일 먼저 아직 눈이 다 녹아내리지도 않는 상태에서 동토를 뚫고 아름다운 노란색의 수소나가 꽃 피었던 세계 섭리를 위하여 40년 동안 미국에서 활동할 때에 맞았던 첫 봄의 꽃이었어요. 그래서 나는 이 수소나를 사랑해요. 특히 한일 5지구에 수소나 국화를 줬는데 오늘 예배에서 결단한 것과 마찬가지로 규슈에서부터 북해도까지 말아 올리겠다 하는 그 말, 경상국에서부터 말아 올리겠다는 그 말, 세상은 외적으로 한일 관계가 어려워지고 있는데 섭리의 내적인 한일 관계는 형제야. 형제가 하나 돼서 하늘 부모님의 꿈, 참 부모님의 소원, 인류의 소원을 이루어드리는 데 있어서 본보기가 되겠다. 먼저 승리의 결실을 하늘 앞에 보여드리겠다 하는 자랑스러운 한일 오지구를 사랑합니다. 축하합니다.
The service then turned into a real feast of stars, calling everyone to be inspired by the energy of daffodils. Several songs expressing the heart of devotion and filial piety towards God were performed by the members, making True Mother smile with joy. If there is no unity between Korea and Japan, the establishment of the Pacific civilization and the fulfillment of a heavily unified Korea and a heavily unified world would be impossible. That is why True Mother has to provide an opportunity for the members of Korea and Japan of Sub-Region 5 to make a new determination by signing a Memorandum of Understanding. Through a dual live stream, Japanese leaders and missionaries from Shinkyong-sanguk presented their resolutions for a victory of Vision 2027 and the unity between Korea and Japan.
사랑하는 장모님, 신한국, 신일본, 제5구 수선한 정신으로 한일 해전을 함께 밀어붙이고 말아올리겠습니다. 한국, 일본, 제5구 승리!
In an atmosphere full of joy and emotion, in the company of True Mother, the leaders and members of Japan Sub-Region 5 sang vigorous songs to express their determination and make the flowers of the providential spring sprout. One month before the placement ceremony of Cheonwon-gung, which our True Mother called the place of the fulfillment of the providence of heaven and human history, she held a special meeting with the committee promoting the construction of the site. Since January 2018, over 300 major meetings have been held to develop a plan for the architecture of this unique temple. At this latest meeting, members of the promotion committee presented reports on the construction, exhibition, art components, and operation of the site. This was followed by a special report by Dr. Yoon Young-ho, who spoke about the providential meaning of the Cheonwon-gung. True Mother, who listened attentively to all these reports, then gave some words of encouragement to the participants.
그동안 여러분들이 수고 많이 해서 하늘 부모님의 성전을 봉헌할 수 있는 거기에 여러분들이 수고와 정성을 다해서 성전을 만들어냈다 하는 것이 역사적인 기적이야. 그래서 나는 여러분들 한 분 한 분 다 자랑스럽게 생각해요. 고마워요. 더 열심히 해요.
True Mother then went to the Cheonwon-gung construction area to visit the site. She prayed for the effective construction of the building, which will house the Temple of Heavenly Parent and the administrative center of Cheonwon-gung. We hope that all members around the world will offer sincere prayers for Cheonwon-gung, where Cheonwon-gung's kingdom of peace will expand from. The Peace Festival, a unique event to welcome new members, will be held on April 4th. This festival will be a meeting place of joy and gratitude where participants can start a new life by learning more about Heavenly Parent and the Mother of Peace. At the event, Prime Minister Hun Sen of Cambodia and the Cardinal Kelvin Felix of St. Lucia will give testimonials. There will be a Hyojong cultural show including a musical and sand art. We call on all the blessed families to massively participate so that this Peace Festival becomes a time of witnessing to thousands of citizens around the world. Just as True Mother has launched a 100-day marathon in Korea for the accomplishment of 43 families' goal, the African continent has begun the same process. Indeed, nearly 3,000 leaders and members from across Africa began a 100-day marathon, exploring the best strategies and practices to achieve their goal. The WFWP and the First Ladies Association organized a forum on the 65th session of the UN Commission on the Status of Women. Its theme was First Ladies and Emerging Leaders, Intergenerational Dialogue. Participants, including the First Ladies of Lesotho, Malawi, Nicaragua, and Ireland, praised True Mother's efforts to bring communities together and promote government cooperation. Their various presentations open a new chapter on women's leadership in society. A web-based photo exhibition showing the lives of young people from Korea, China, Japan, and North Korea was organized by a youth NGO from these 4 countries. The IOSP president noted the importance of the event, expressing the desire of young people to contribute to the realization of a model of peace based on interdependence, mutual prosperity, and universal values. The exhibition presented the daily landscape of each region, expressed the desire of young people for peace after the pandemic, and the need for civil action for peace in Northeast Asia. In December 2020, under True Mother's instruction, the Japan branch of HJ Chonbo Training Center began a nationwide seminar tour to bring about true spiritual awakening. Thus, at the request of the Japanese leaders, a special 21-day training was held for the instructors participating in the tour.
まず自分自身が純白となり、お母様と一体化して純金となって、この天保摂理の恩恵を現場の宿たちに連結しながら、私自身もそしてまた宿たちも共に天保課程目指して頑張ってまいります。
Righteous people have made tireless efforts to preserve their nations in its darkest and most difficult hours. From the poorest country to an economic and cultural powerhouse in half a century, Korea has always had heroes who fought for peace. We are peacemakers who will spread hope of a heavenly, unified Korea.
안녕하세요. 한국 UPF 의장 문연아입니다. 회원 확보를 위한 40일 활동 기간에 들었었습니다. 평화를 사랑하는 사람들의 모임으로서 전체가 함께할 수 있는 첫 출발이 되었으면 좋겠습니다. 평화의 원 회원 확보 40일 특별 정성 기간 화이팅입니다.
On Sunday, 4th of April, the Peace Festival will be held as part of the celebration of the 61st anniversary of True Parents' Holy Wedding. It will be broadcast live online via the Peace Link platform. We hope that many of you will participate in this event, which will reveal the new culture of witnessing in the Heavenly Parents' Holy Community. With these words, we close this edition. Thank you for following us, and may God bless you.
Thank you very much for all the hard work and hard works of our dear brothers and sisters from every corner of the world to advance the providence of today, especially to our true mother, continue continuously offering everything is TV. For the offering song, let us all watch as our second generation render us a beautiful song. The music of this song was arranged by Pilcob and Philip Hosol and will be singing to us by our sister Sunwa Nuyana and
I should have told myself when I see others around me. Why even think about what others think about me? I don't need anyone else to help me stay. I know who I am. I know who I am. There's no other way to explain it. You sent me on this life for perfection, and I try to attain it. There's no other way that I would choose to live. And then in times of struggle, I remember your true love, and I try to pay it back double. I know I still have so much more to give. Oh, I don't care, there's no reason to fear. I'm living proud, I'm a blessed child. I don't care about this road, how they see me. All I care about is you. I wanna live this life dedicated to you and only you. I don't want to keep you waiting. I'll do anything just to make you smile. I'll bring your children back to you. I know it's been a while. There's too much suffering in this world. I gotta do something about it. I wanna share all the blessings you bless me with. I'm nothing that I must being the person you've destined me to become.
So thank you very much, our second gen sisters, Miss Sunwa Noyana and Miss Nao Silong. So it was really beautiful song. So now we will be hearing very special message Sunday's sermon from Reverend Jaime O. Vergara, the director of HTMA Asia. Please let's give him a round of applause.
Good morning, our beloved Heavenly Parents. Morning, our beloved true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. Good morning to our elders, leaders, especially to our Dr. and Mrs. Kitel, our Chun Won, the chairman in Asia Pacific, to our Reverend Seichi Hori, our hotel director here in Asia Pacific too, to our sub-regional presidents, Dr. Julius B. Malikdem, to our Reverend Roni Sulusta, to our national leader, Reverend Leo Angelo Halog, to all our Chunmu families, our less central families, brothers and sisters, our second generation and third generation, good morning. I'm so grateful and thankful for this great opportunity that our national leader, Reverend Ele, gave me the opportunity to share with you, especially on the importance and the significance of the Chunbu providence and how we have to register. But before that, since today is the last Sunday of this month of March, actually the month of March to me is very historical and very important. First and foremost, it is because last Friday, it was my birthday. It was my first birthday of being a grandparent. Wow. So finally, my Yuito is already 1 year old. And also tomorrow will also be the birthday of my beloved and only wife, Ati Shirley. So she will be joining the rank of our senior citizen. And of course, to all those who are celebrating also the birthday for this month of March. And yesterday was a very, very historical day where we all so impressed and so happy. Actually, when I was watching the program yesterday on the 2021 HJ Youth Blessing Festival, I was so moved, and I think I'm not just only the one who was inspired, because even I was moved into tears because of the program and the performance of the young generation, and also, of course, our beloved true mother. And I really see that it is only our movement can really give hope for this world, and only to our true parents. And I said, wow, our second generation, then for the next generation to come, we'll have so much hope and so much future because of our beloved true parents. So let's give our hands to our beloved true mother for that very wonderful occasion. And it is the first time, and we would like to congratulate all those young generations and everyone who have participated in this 2021 HD Youth Blessing Festival. And also yesterday, because of this HJ Youth Blessing Festival, then it brought also a tremendous fortune for a very historical breakthrough in the works of working with the government through educating the youth leaders in the Philippines that took place yesterday. And this was our first National Youth Forum, and organized by our YSP and National Youth Commission of the Philippine government with UPF. So we'd like again to give our congratulations to our leaders who really worked very hard all the staff and brothers and sisters who make this very possible, and this is a very big breakthrough. And also we would like also to congratulate at the same time, yesterday was also the National Council of Women of the Philippines, the NCWP, working with our Women's Federation for World Peace and the UPF in line of the celebration of the International Women's Month. And also yesterday was also a very full-packed program, and some of us have joined also on the second Chunbu Family Education Workshop. So this is in preparation for all our blessed central families, and all of us have to understand the importance of being a Chunbu families, how we have to become Chunbu families in this era of Chunilguk. And now I would like to share first my PowerPoint. So my sharing for today's Sunday is entitled about the heavenly treasures of Chunilguk. And this is, as I've said, this is in line with the significance of the Chunbu providence and how we have to register on this. First of all, I would like to ask you, do you like heavenly treasures? What are the treasures that we can bring with us, not only on earth, but also in the spiritual world? And what is good on this treasure is that it is not just only temporary, but this is eternal. That even we can pass these treasures down to our next generation, and this will remain for eternity. And so this is going to become the richness that we are going to have. Maybe not in this physical world, but in the spiritual world, this is going to be eternal, and this is going to be priceless, no amount of money if you are going to gain this. So what is this heavenly treasure that we can get on this earth and bring it in the spiritual world, and we can even pass this to our next generation? So first, I would like to read on through Mother's Word. So this was from the passage from the Champomugyong. This is chapter 4, the settlement of Chunilguk and our path to unity. Father said, the marriage blessing gives fallen people new life to true parents. The fallen world is a polluted and marketplace, and blessed families are like clear water, the water of life. But even the clearest water will turn bad if it stagnates. It needs to flow toward the great sea. In the place where living water flows, living creatures revive. Tribal messiahs are responsible to clean this polluted world with pure living water. So this message is not just only for our blessed families, our elders, or our those who have already received the blessing, but as we all know, this is our ultimate goal, to receive the blessing. Because as we know that because of the fall, we have not, humanity have never experienced the great love and this blessing from Heavenly Parent. And so because of the blessing coming from Heavenly Parent and true parents, so far this is the greatest gift that they have bestowed upon us as a fallen people. And so this is one reason why we join. It is because through the blessing, this is one way, conditions whereby we can go back to Heavenly Parent through the marriage blessing. And the very essence and the very purpose of this blessing, it is because we know that because of the fall, everyone is said to be polluted. The fallen world is polluted with these marketplaces. And so the only way then that we can cleanse and we can purify this entire world is only through our blessed family. That's why I'm very grateful and would like again to congratulate our second generation, who are really very talented and sharing their songs and giving so much joy to our beloved true parents on the title Identity. So what is our identity as a blessed central family? Our identity is for us to multiply the blessing. That's why True Mother, even yesterday, she was talking about the importance of being a pure water, a water of life. And Father said, blessed families are like clear water, the water of life. But even the clearest water will turn bad if it stagnates. It needs to flow toward the great sea. So that's why even though we keep the blessing is not ours, not only for us, but the blessing should have to multiply, should have to be given and should be delivered to every corner of this world so that we can purify. The only way we can change and we can transform this world is only through the blessing. That's why it needs to flow toward the great sea, in a place where living water flows, living creatures revive. So when we are going to multiply and share the blessing and send this blessing to every family, to every tribe, to every corner of this world, then that's the only way. Then everyone is going to be revived. Everyone is going to be reborn anew. Aju? So that's why tribal Messiah is responsible to clean this polluted world with pure living water. So the only way is for us to tell the world about true parents. When our families, tribes, nations, and the world become one with true parents, bound together in the providential will, and form a great wave that sweeps across the 5 oceans and 6 continents. We will realize one world under God, the kingdom of heaven and earth, longed for by our heavenly parent and long awaited by all people. So that's why always I remember our vice president, our Dr. Julius Malikdem, oftentimes, and even Dr. Yong. That's why Philippines have a mission, no? Why we have 3 P's in our name as a Philippines and in our country, Philippines. The P stands for we have to proclaim. We have to testify about true parents. That is our mission. So the only way to tell to the world is to let them know about true parents. We have to praise true parents. We have to be proud about true parents. So that's the only way when all our families, tribe, nation in the world will become one with true parents. And that's the only way. That's the only key that we can bring salvation to this every continent, every place in this world. Aju? Where kingdom of heaven is going to be realized. So for this day to come, all blessed families in the world should achieve oneness in heart, oneness in body, oneness in thought, and oneness in harmony, not only with Heavenly Parent, but also with true parents. And they should proudly tell the world the goodness of true parents with a heart of absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience, so they can become beautiful sons and daughters and loyal patriots who can guide the world's people to become citizens of Chun Il-Kuk. So that's why that is how important it is that each and every one of us, blessed central families, second generations, young people, brothers and sisters, have to absolutely unite. That's the only condition where we can bring total salvation for this world, when we have to absolutely unite with our beloved true parents. Aju? Oneness in thought, oneness in harmony, not only with Heavenly Parent, but with true parents. To let the people know that should be the number one breaking news, the number one trending, that everybody should know, everywhere should know who true parents are. Because now, this time, people are so worried about this COVID-19 and what they're going to do with their lives. But they should have to be given inspiration, give so much hope. So that's why we have this rally of hope, to give them hope for the world. So the only way that we can give them hope is when they have to recognize and attend our beloved true parents. And so I would like to read another passage from True Mother's message during the 4th memorial anniversary of True Father's Universal Songwa Sermon. She said, all of you, as blessed central families who have received the blessing ahead of others, please fulfill the responsibility as heavenly tribal messiahs. Go beyond the tribe, go beyond the nation, reach the world, and establish a foundation on the world level for true parents. This is the status of blessed families worldwide. So now that we are all blessed families, and we have also the young, the next generations, or the young couples, or soon are going to be blessed also. But it's very already clear. True Mother already outlined to us what is going to be our responsibility since the time that we joined the movement, we have the formula course, until we finally, before we pass to the spiritual, what is our final mission? What is our final goal? And that is for us to become heavenly tribal messiah, without exception. whether you are a leader, whether you are in different organizations. But ultimately, our goal is how are we can become everybody, how to become Blessed Central family. So this is our status as Blessed Central family. And as Blessed Central families, we are called the heavenly prince and princesses. So you can imagine that is our identity. Our identity as Blessed Central family, we are the prince and princess of heaven, because we own the heavenly God's lineage. Originally, Adam and Eve are to be the first prince and princess. However, because of the fall, this was not been realized. And so this time, because of two parents, as Blessed Central family, because we received the blessing from them, and so we are called the prince and princesses. So that's why our children, we as Blessed Central family, are not just ordinary citizens of this country, but we are the citizens of the heavenly nation. Ajur? And second, we are the chosen people in this age. The Bible said many are called, but few are chosen. And we are the people, we are the chosen ones in this age to work together side by side with our beloved true parents. And third, we are the secret emissaries for God's nation. And so we are the ambassadors. That's why we are called ambassadors. We are the representatives of true parents. Even though true parents are not with us, they are in Korea, but through our Blessed Central families, through our brothers and sisters who knows the divine principle, we are all the emissaries. We are all the representatives of our beloved true parents in our own little ways, in our family, in our community, in our tribe, or maybe in the whole world. And so, True Mother also said again, all blessed couples around the world, of course, need to fulfill their responsibility as tribal messiahs and become couples that are inducted as Chunbu. And we should not stop there, but continue to advance for generations to come. As Chunbu couples, how much have you expanded your domain here on earth during this time that True Mother, God's only begotten daughter, has been with you? This will become your assets in the eternal world. That's why we are so grateful and thankful to our beloved true parents, because even though we're not worthy, because last October last year, we have the first batch who were being inducted in the Chunbu 1 as the Chunbu couples. And now True Mother said, we should not stop there. Our responsibility does not stop, that when we are already received this recognition from true parents, then that's it, we finish. But True Mother said, no, our responsibility as Chunbu couples, we should not stop there, but continue to advance for generations to come and for generations to come. So we have to challenge, because the next level after making our 430 couples blessing is we have to go and challenge for the national sovereignty. It is only when we have national sovereignty, when we have people want this country that belongs to heavenly parent, that we can say somehow at least we have achieved and fulfilled our responsibility. That's why True Mother again give us this mandate, this responsibility for all Chunbu couples and even our pastors, our leaders in our church, that at least until February that started already, and we are in the condition of realizing this 100 days, that among our 430 couples, at least there should be 43 among these 430 blessed families to become at least our members, to become our regular members. That is the mandate given to us by our True Mother. So that's why we have to continue and then to realize this, because this is going to be our assets. This is going to be the results, that are the result of the hard works that we can bring to heaven when we pass on to the spiritual world. And also, True Mother said, now, do we have hope? Do we have dreams? Can we do it? Then that's it. So the issue is, however, that we are not in the era of the complete realization of Heavenly Parents' dream. Humanity situation through parents' dream. We are in the era of marching toward that. We are in the new history of the providence. True parents began the Chunilguk era, and blessed families and unificationists throughout the world are marching toward the firm realization of Chunilguk through fulfilling the responsibilities as heavenly tribal messiahs. Our goal is clearly defined. That's why already we can see on this passage of True Mother, that already our mission in our responsibility is already very clear from A to Z what we have to do. So that's why True Mother is asking us that we have to help, we have to work side by side with our True Mother to realize this goal, to bring about Chunilguk nation. And then True Mother again said, we speak of being united as one far too easily. This phrase encompasses oneness of heart, oneness of will, and oneness of action. However, when you look at your substantial self, you can see that your mind and body are at odds. The mind wishes to do this, but the body refuses to listen. Is that so, or isn't that so? How can mind and body united within oneself? For this to happen, you must let it go of everything. Actually, this speech was given by True Mother during the 6th anniversary of True Parents Universal Songma Ceremony last August 28, 2018, when we were all the leaders and we gathered together before in Chongpyeong, and suddenly we are supposed to have like the Chunil Leaders Assembly, but suddenly the schedule was changed, and True Mother asked all the leaders to gather together and do a 3 days devotion, only just to have that kind of condition and in Chongpyeong, and to make that kind of solemn and determination to accomplish their 430 couples, their tribal messiahship mission. And so, well, we say it's very easy. That's true. No, True Mother said being united as one. It's very easy to say we have to unite with our True Mother, but problem is it's not easy to unite within ourselves, especially between our mind and body, to unite with this kind of direction, because we're always thinking there are so many reasons or many hindrances because of this so and so. But what did Mother said? You must just let go of everything. You just have to let go of everything. And then Mother said, your goal, no? True Mother said, your goal must be to learn how conflicting mind and bodies can unite with the only begotten daughter, True Mother. You must make greater effort. True parents' thoughts are for the greater whole. When true parents decide to do something, the leader's thought must be in pursuit of understanding true parents' will. There can be no room for personal thoughts. When I give a directive, all leaders must align with the heart of investing everything. So this is True Mother's word. No? The only way, if we are thinking of something that is not in accordance with heaven, it is not in accordance with God, with true parents, True Mother said, let it go. And then just follow. Absolutely unite with True Mother. Then everything will be okay. Aju? That's why how precious, how lucky we are. We are very thankful that True Mother is guiding us. She knows us. No? She knows us very well. That's why the only way that we can succeed, we can bring victory, is only when we have absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience with our True Mother. Now, I would like to share with you why we call Chunbo couples are the heavenly treasures of heaven. We are called the heavenly treasures of Chunilguk. It is because Chunbo couples are heavenly tribal Messiah victors. In other words, this kind of mission was been given before, even in the early years of True Father's guidance, what we call the home church providence. And that the only way that the kingdom of heaven can be built is not by building churches, but we have to build the kingdom of heaven within our homes. No, when we have to transform families in the homes, in the community, to become people of God, to become people who can recognize our beloved true parents. And so Chunbo couples are families who successfully fulfill their tribe, because as you know, we have what we call Cain tribe, and also we have the Abel tribe. The Cain tribe is those people that we witnessed when we go to the front line and go outside, we don't know. But the Abel tribe, these are the brothers and sisters, our family, our loved ones, our parents, our relatives that we know. And so when we have to bring them and to let them know about God and true parents, and we have to fulfill this mission by bringing at least 430 couples in the movement through the HTM mission, then we are called Heavenly Tribal Messiahs victors. And witnessing is not that easy. Even the condition of joining the blessing is at least you have to have these 3 spiritual children. But this is our assets. This is going to be our proprietary when we pass to the spiritual world, when we have to bring these 430 couples and then become owners And this is going to be the condition that we can receive heavenly fortune from heaven. Aju? And then we are called the ancestors of our tribe. So when we become Chunbu couples, we are called ancestors of our tribe. So when we pass to the spiritual world, then because we become Chunbu couples, we are victorious heavenly tribal Messiah. So everybody will be grateful and thankful because of us, that we have liberated them through our Chunbu providence, and also by blessing also people physically and also spiritually. Then ultimately they will say, thank you very much. Because of you, because of your family, because you have blessed us, you have liberated us, then finally we can also become blessed central families. Aju? And then Chunbu couples they are the special contributors to Chunuguk. So they are the workers of this era of Chunuguk. They are not just working just by their own, but they are building something, and that is building God's nation on this earth. And so that's why Chunbu couples are being recognized as special contributors. And then they have completed tribal level registration Chunuguk. And so now they are qualified to be called, they are now officially, okay? They are officially recognized as citizens of Chunuguk. And what is good, one thing good in this is that Chunbu families are called honorable families of Chunuguk. They are not just simply families, but they are actually very distinguished, highly recognized blessed central families, because they have contributed for the fulfillment of God's providence on this earth. So not only the mayor, the governors, that you call them honorable, but we ourselves as blessed central family, if we become Chunbu couples, we are also the honorable families of Chunuguk. And so the principle of and the significance of Chunbu couples is that in order for us to become victorious heavenly tribal Messiah, first is we have to complete two things. Maybe this guidance actually already we shared to many of our blessed central families who are candidates and even Chunbu couples. But for the sake of our young blessed members, and for the young generations now, because it's also their ultimate mission when they have to become blessed. And it's better to do it now rather than when you have to start family, then only that you have to start, you're doing this kind of mission. It's better to start now, especially doing witnessing. So heavenly tribal Messiah means when you have completed the vertical and the horizontal. That's why this coming April 3, we are going to have the next batch of the Ancestors Liberation and Blessing through the initiative of the Heavenly Asia Pacific branch. And so because of this, then they are helping us every month, whereby we can be able to liberate even in one setting, in one event, we can finally we can bless it from 401 to 430 generations. And at the same time, when we have to complete our horizontal blessing, making 430 couples, in our tribe or maybe in our community, then that completes your mission as heavenly tribal messiahs. So at the same time, the Chunbu couples are called the couples who had fulfilled the purpose of creation, which means these are the couples who had fulfilled and realizing the three great blessing, and which is the original plan of Heavenly Parent. So very clearly, our mission is how to accomplish the three great blessings. And these are couples who have attained the divine spirit level and accomplished the four great realms of heart and the three great kingships, which means that they are already practicing this principle within their family in terms of the relationship with their children, with their brothers and sisters, with their husband and wife, and also with the parents and to their children as well. And so when we have to practice this, then that's the condition that we can already fulfilling our purpose of life and fulfilling the purpose of creation. We are called the filial children. We are the patriot, the saints and divine sons and daughters. And we are the couples who loves heaven and loves humanity and loves his or her nation. So Chunbu couples are said to be exemplary. They are the model, an example, not only to the families, but also to the tribe. So this is the principle of the Chunbu couple. And so the process to register Chunbu couples, actually it's very easy. The moment you completed your 430 couples, vertical, together with your wife or your husband, and then you make also 430 couples in terms of the horizontal with 43 families. at least to finish the 3-day ceremony, then that will be already the condition for you to be especially be recommended from the national to the regional, and ultimately you go to IHQ for review and you can be registered as Chunbu couple. Okay, so this is how it goes, the Chunbu evaluation process. So the moment that you become Chunbu candidates, actually you can even start to apply already. Even you have blessed like 10 or 20 families, you can already register as HTM, in our HTM department in HQ. So, and then after you have completed all the requirements like finishing the vertical and the horizontal, then the IHQ, especially from Chongpyong, they're going to give you a certificate of confirmation of completing your ancestors' blessing. So ancestors' blessing is both husband and wife. But if you have completed this by yourself, but your husband or your wife did not complete, still you need to complete together as husband and wife. And then there will be also a corresponding certificate of confirmation for those who have completed the 430 couples horizontal. And this certificate is going to be given by our HTM department in HQ of our national HQ, and then certificate of confirmation blessing donation. So there will also be a donation for every families who is going to receive the blessing. So after completing all this, then you can go to the website of the Chunbu organizations where you can already register as Chunbu candidates. Then after registering, then you have to go through a national evaluation. There will be 3 committees members, including our national leader, who is going to evaluate in terms of your performance, not only completing the vertical and the horizontal, but at the same time, your life of faith, and also your foundation or your history in the movement. And then it will go to the regional evaluation through 6 to 7 committee members, including a regional group chairman and sub-regional presidents. And finally, it will go to IHQ evaluation. And then, so there will be points in every areas of evaluation, like when you have completed the ancestor's blessing, that corresponds to 30 points. And then the tribal blessing, that is 30 points, and blessing donation is 20 points. And candidates of the life of faith, when the history of your Sunday service, are you attending Sunday service, or giving your donations, your tithes, then that will also be evaluated. That will be assisted by our church leader in the region, and at the same time through our national leader. Then they are going to give like points, 10 points. And then special awards, that's why all the certificates that we have received from the national, the previous leaders, then we can also keep all this, and then this will be our proof of evidence that we have this special award from the national. And also if you have received like certificates coming from 2 parents, then this will also be another conditions whereby you can add more points in this evaluation. So out of 100, in order for Chunbu candidates to pass, at least he or she, or they have to have at least 85%, 85 points to be considered as Chunbu candidate. Okay, and this is also the blessings or the privilege. And so the moment that you have completed all these kind of requirements, so what will be the blessing? What will be the opportunity that will come to you? Or what will be the treasures that will come to you as Chunbu couples? Number one is that the moment that you become Chunbu couples, finally, you are going to be officially registered as the Chunbu one in the Heavenly Tribal Messiah's Victor Hall. That's why you can see in this building, the two parents, two mother, built this building. On the 3rd floor, you can see there's the Hall of Fame for Heavenly Tribal Messiah's Victor's Hall. So where all the Chunbu families are being seen, those who have completed the 430 couples, these are Chunbu couples. So they are going to be eternally recorded. And then even though we go to the spiritual world, but still this is going to remain forever. Another one is the Chunbu Award. Another blessing is that the moment we completed our mission as Heavenly Tribal Messiah, we can also receive an award or recognition coming from true parents. we call this the Chunbo Award. And then another blessing, privilege is also to receive the Chunbo Songwa ceremony. Of course, every one of us have to go to the spiritual world. But one thing good is that when you go to the spiritual world, then blessed families are going to be to receive the privilege, this Chunbo Songwa ceremony. We call it, usually if somebody, any blessed family or someone goes to the spiritual world, we always accord to them the Songwa ceremony. But this is not just simply a Songwa ceremony, but this is on the national scale of the Chunbo Songwa ceremony. We call it Chunbo Songwa ceremony. And Chunbo registration, so ultimately they are already entitled and officially called as citizens of Chunilgu. So this is True Mother's word when she said in the induction in the Hall of Honor. So I will build the Chunbo one, and I'm trying to create this place through which your descendants can say, we are proud of our ancestors. And thank you, this is an honor, a place that can remain forever in heaven on this earth. So we're eternally grateful to our beloved True Mother because of the Chunbo one now in Chongpyeong, which they have built. So this is where the place where all our records, all our hard works are going to be remembered. And even though we pass to the spiritual world, but our next generation, our descendants, will come to Chongpyeong and see, that my ancestors are really great because they are one of the contributors of the realizations of Chunilgu. So that's why they are very proud of us when they can see that we are one of the accomplishers as one of the heavenly tribal Messiah victors. And so this is how it likes the Chunbo Award box. No, for those Chunbo couples already have received this award. Basically, when we started our family, we always wear the white robe, and the first time that we use this is during our 3-day ceremony. And after that, during our special gatherings in many occasions like holidays, so sometimes they ask us also to wear our holy robes. But now, as Chunbo couples, we have another kind of holy robe. So this is the design or what it looks like, this Chunbo holy robe. So it's a purple one. So selected by True Mother. So this is for the husband and wife. And then there's a plaque of recognition. So there's a citation made by our beloved True Mother, her signature, and also there'll be 2 golden pin, and there will be a medallion that is also included in this award. And also there's also a Chunbo card. So in front of this card is also the True Parents picture, and also the back is the picture of the couple. And this is a privilege card, whereby when you go to the Chunbo one, then you just show this card and then you can enter and then you can go and then watch and then, and now they are also trying their best in Korea because True Mother, as you know, is opening many stores and even buildings, and probably this card can also help us to make some discount card, maybe in some supermarkets later on also. Okay, and then the Chunbo Ascension ceremony. So this is how it looks like when somebody goes to the spiritual world. So we are going to accord them this national ascension ceremony for particularly, especially for Asia Pacific and other countries. So this is a special privilege for any blessed family or any Chunbo couples who will pass to the spiritual world. And so that's why, brothers and sisters, that's why we should not miss this opportunity. We oftentimes hear from our leaders, even again, our national leaders said about the golden time. So when was our golden time? When is my golden time? When will be our golden time? Now. That's why if we live together with God, you are bound to live in a golden age throughout your life in eternity, whether it is your past or your present or your future. So while our beloved True Mother is still alive, is with us, even though God is absolute, unique, eternal, and unchanging until now, due to the human fall, he has not enjoyed an eternal golden age. So this has been the longing heart of Heavenly Parent, that he would like to see the accomplishment of this, the vision, the vision and the dreams, the building of God's kingdom of heaven. That's why from now on, The eternal golden age will begin. Will begin. That's why we are so thankful and grateful to true parents. Through the Victorious Foundation, through the indemnity, paying all the indemnity for all of us, now finally we are entered into the era of direct dominion. We can now live in what we call the golden age, the most important, precious time in our age that will never happen again, that will never come again when we are going to miss this opportunity. And so if we establish the substantial channel book, God will enjoy an eternal golden age when there will be no longer be any sorrow or pain. So that is our responsibility as Blessed Central family. How are we going to comfort Heavenly Parent? When are we going to let it go, let Heavenly Parent and true parents rest? So, and then we as Blessed Central family, brothers and sisters, are going to take honor and take responsibility in behalf of the responsibility that they're doing now. That's why from now on, for the first time in human history, human beings enjoy this eternal golden age while true mother is alive. So mother is already going near to her 80 years. We don't know anytime. That's why if we will not take advantage, take opportunity this time to complete our mission as Heavenly Travel Messiah, when mother will now go to the spiritual world. So what is, much better, that if better to do it now rather than do it later. No, we are living in this very important time in the providence. That's why the Tribal Messiah mission will go beyond a nation. So your mission, our mission does not end with completing only our Tribal Messiah's work. So if 430 couples become Tribal Messiahs, altogether the Tribal Messiah Foundation will go beyond a nation and create the environment for a united world. This is the mission. You must take responsibility for us people united with the true parents and true mother who oversees the providence on this earth. So I ask you, where do you stand at this point? That's why, my dear Chunbu couples, our elders, leaders, and brothers and sisters, let's not do just this mission as Heavenly Tribal Messiah as a condition. Not just because we completed our 430 couples and that's it, finish. No, this is not a condition. Always, Dr. Young always emphasize about this is not duty. We have to be owners. We have to establish artistic relationship among all these 430 couples until they themselves also can become Tribal Messiah. Then that's the time that we can be able to grow and we can go beyond our nation. And then we can create an environment whereby we can build Kingdom of Heaven, a united world through Heavenly Tribal Messiah. Aju? And so this is a few slides more on settlement of HTM through model tribes raising 430 couples. So what are the stages? What are the stages of HTM? That's why we can start our mission through the True Family Movement, or through what we call the Interfaith Blessing Ceremony. We are now conducting everywhere in the past. And second is after they receive the blessing, then how we have to encourage them also to become fulfill the 3D ceremony. Because as you all know, without 3D ceremony, even though they receive the blessing, that's still conditioned. But the moment they completed their 3D ceremony, then that will allow them to really become our Blessed Central families. And after 3D ceremony, of course, our challenge is how to raise up all these 430 couples to become regular members. And it starts first from at least selecting the 43 couples and educate them through our daily hunduke, even evening devotions, Sunday service, home group, with all these kind of initiatives we are doing now, so that we can raise them up until they can really become our Blessed Central family. So this is our HTM action plan, the expansion of our HTM movement everywhere in our country, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And then we can settle this by making our HTM tribe to become model. Now, as of this time, still we are continuously challenging for the model tribe, model barangay, and even model municipal or city or province. So we are looking forward for conducting this, and then also encouraging our HTM members also to participate through our Chongpyong events. This is one of the shortcut, one way on how we have to educate them to understand the Chongpyong province. and education of the 43 home group leaders in our HCM tribe. That's why we have now the mandate from, again, from February until June, that we have to raise up at least 43 blessed central family. Our Reverend Masaichi Huri is always emphasizing home group, how to make these 43 couples now until June 3. And then the raising up HTM full-time leaders through our HGLTP is going to help us to man and to for the education, and then for the records, and to assist us in terms of the education of our 430 couples as well. Anyway, True Mother said, I hope that all of you can unite as one with me and contribute to become central figures in the providence, and you will become ancestors for humanity and eternally be recorded in Chunbuwan. So she's addressing this to every one of us, no? And then I hope we can absolutely follow and unite with True Mother. And this is actually her words even before 2020, that all blessed central families must fulfill the heavenly tribal Messiah mission of completing 430 couples. So let's not wait until 2027. Even we never expected that True Mother is giving the opportunity for us for this year, because we thought after the first induction of the Chunbu couples last year, we thought that this is going to be 2027 will be the next induction. But because of the foundation, the victory of the 8th year of Chunbu group last year, now True Mother gave this tremendous blessing. Open the gate now for all our blessed central family now to be registered as Chunbu couples even this year and by October. So I hope that all the brothers and sisters who are now preparing and they are candidate now for the upcoming Chunbu recognition by October. No, I hope we can help each other. We can work with you. So I am very happy. Last time when we had our meeting and our Zoom meeting, there were almost 100 of them already preparing. So our goal for our country, at least to double that 66 Chunbu couples, at least there will be 120 couples who are going to be registered this time, this year, 2021. Aju? And finally, I would like to conclude this. Again, True Mother said, so this is the love and the heart of our beloved True Mother. No one should be left behind. I don't want to see any single member fail to fulfill to become victorious heavenly tribal Messiah. Make sure not a single person, not a single tribe should be left behind. All should become children of God. Everyone should belong to God. So this is the heart of a parent. Nobody should be left behind. That's why, brothers and sisters, let's help each other. Let's work together with our beloved True Mother. Because even though we are victorious heavenly tribal Messiah now, but how about our others, our other blessed central family? That's why Reverend Masaichi Huri, our General President, said we have to coach, we have to help others also, how they can become victorious heavenly tribal Messiah. So that is our mission this time. So I hope we can encourage more of our blessed central families to do and fulfill their HTM. Even our young couples now who have just newly started with their family, let's do this mission, because you cannot do this just by overnight. This responsibility will start when you learn about the divine principle, when you start to witness, and then until you can gather and then bring together these 430 couples. So what is good now is that we have our beloved true parents, we have our elders, leaders who have been helping us and working with us, and it is more easier for us to bring this victory. So finally, let us, Mother said, so while I'm alive on this earth, at least 1/3 of the 7.7 billion people should know and attend heavenly parents in their daily lives. We must realize the substantial kingdom of heaven on this earth, which is Chun Il-gu. So with this, I would like to say thank you very much, brothers and sisters, and let us bring the greatest result for the victory towards Vision 2027. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, our Reverend Jaime Vergara for today's message. May we call on again our Reverend Jaime Vergara to offer.
Let us pray, our dear brothers and sisters. 사랑하시는 하늘 부모님, 천지인 참 부모님, our precious loving heavenly parent, our victorious true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. We are so humbled and so thankful and grateful always to you, to our beloved true parents, and to all those absolute good spirits, with the help of our good ancestors have been helping us in many ways on how we can become victorious, especially in this time that we are living in the golden age with our beloved true mother. Truly, we are so fortunate, we are very lucky that we have still with us our beloved true mother, the only begotten daughter, that you have sent to us and give us, Father, as the precious gift and the blessing we can even not imagine that we can have this moment where we can be able to attend to you. So I hope and pray, Heavenly Parent, that we can fulfill the responsibilities that you have bestowed upon us. Father, every blessing is an opportunity. Every responsibility is a blessing. So we hope and pray, Heavenly Parent, that we can be able to accomplish our mission as Heavenly Tribal Messiah, as Chunbo couples, as blessed child families in this time, in this age, whereby as we are now challenging for the national sovereignty of this country, as we are trying to contribute for the fulfillment of bringing the reunification for our fatherland, Korea. The only way is when we have to multiply, when we have to increase in terms of our numbers as blessed child families, who can witness and go out to the world and testify about our beloved true parents and the greatness of your goodness, Heavenly Parent. So I hope and pray then that we can unite and follow with your guidance in the direction to all of us, especially in this year 2021 until 2027. This 7-year course is very important for all of us, that all of us have to become victorious, Heavenly Tribal Messiahs, as well as with all our blessed child families and with our brothers and sisters. So once again, we offer everything to you, Father, whatever we have done and we have accomplished for the whole month of March. And please, as we welcome again the new month, we hope and pray then that we can always remain faithful and being committed and be determined, Heavenly Parent, always to bring more victory and bring more substantial result in the coming days and for this year to come, Heavenly Parent. Thank you for this opportunity, and please receive again, Father, this gathering, and thank you so much for the words and the message that you have shared with us, Heavenly Parent. Thank you, and please accept our humble prayer as we offer and pray and report this in our name. Jimmy and Shirley Brigade, blessed and family. Aju.
Thank you once again, our Reverend Jaime Vergara, for today's message. Indeed, we are all responsible to clear this polluted world with pure living water. Let us claim our original identity, unite with our true parents, our true mother, and become the heavenly tribal Messiah victors that will be recognized as honorable, blessed central families. Thank you once again, and also thank you, Aichan, for introducing us the speaker of today's Sunday service. Thank you very much. Now, dear brothers and sisters, blessed families around the world, let us sing together song number 10, My Offering. lead to us the offertory prayer, may I call on our sister, Mrs. Estrella Cantago.
Good morning to your brothers and sisters. Please join me in prayer. Good morning to our most loving heavenly parents and our victorious true parents. We're so grateful and thankful for this wonderful day that you given to us today. Thank you very much also to our loving speaker, which is Reverend Jimmy Vergara, for sharing with us our spiritual food that we have to receive for this day. This spiritual food could lead us into our successful weeks to come. And today, this morning, I would like to offer to you, Heavenly Parents, symbolically the hard work and effort of our brothers and sisters to support this for advancing of providence, especially for the vision of our loving true mother, which is starting 2021 to 2027, which is the declaration for all the entire human race, Heavenly Parents, because someday we could lead people bring back to your bosom. And all people could shout, shout for the victory, and all people we could gather as one and treat each other as real brothers and sisters. We are so grateful, Heavenly Father, Heavenly Parents, because we live together with our loving true parents, especially our loving true mother is still alive. And thank you very much, Heavenly Parents, for the passion that you've given to us as a blessed family. And as a blessed family, Heavenly Parents, to support a loving true mother, to support, give us undying spirit and how we could fulfill our life activities, especially to support her, Heavenly Parents, for the vision of 2027. And with the effort and hard work also of the blessed central families, brothers and sisters throughout the world, and we could uniting as one, and we could give our faith and commitment for this responsibility that we given to us, Heavenly Parents. Thank you very much, Heavenly Parents, and could someday we could help with the effort of a loving true mother and recognize the family federation and recognize true mother and the true parents, especially you, Heavenly Parents, and all people could shout in augmency and unity throughout the world. Once again, thank you very much for gathering here today as one family, the brothers and sisters throughout the world. And this I would like to report in my name, General Estrella Cantago Central Breast Family. Adieu.
Adieu. Thank you very much for that offertory prayer. We can now offer to Heavenly Parents and True Parents our hearts and report everything by offering our individual prayer. Adieu, adieu. For our recessional song, let us all sing together song number 33, By the Spring of Life. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters, for joining us this Sunday service, family service. Thank you also to our Kuya Jimmy for giving us this Sunday message. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Happy Sunday, everyone.
Yes, happy Sunday. 감사합니다.
감사합니다, 여러분.
Thank you, Region 4P. Thank you,
Thank you.
Palawan.
Salamat po.
Thank you. Happy Sunday, everyone.
Thank you, Sir Jimmy. Thank you,